Welcome to part 36 of Persona 5 Royal, and today we are going to set up things for Operation Maidwatch. On top of that, I'm going to set up things for a Mementos mission that we're going to be dealing with in part 40, because there are other things we need to do by then. For right now, first things first, we need to go to the back streets. And the reason why we're doing this is because now is a good time of any to do so. We have to talk to a lady in order for to find some information on the crazy cat lady, which is our Mementos mission. Sorry. And if you try to jump the gun and talk to the old man beforehand, he's just going to talk nonsense. So you're going to go straight over to where Sojiro's house is, talk to the lady and child. They'll mention something about an I know if you pick whichever choice next. I think it's the first choice, actually. It's the first choice, not the second choice. Well, actually, no, both choices work. It doesn't matter which one, both choices are pretty much worrying, and both choices would work. So you could ask either one, it doesn't matter. She doesn't know the full name, all she knows is the last name I know. So afterwards, now you go to the old man that's right next to the laundromat, and then you ask him about the cats, and he will tell you the name of the person we need to actually stop. Thing is, we're doing this now, but I still have to get a rank 3 for Mishima in order for to get the next Mementos missions. Because here's the thing, once the deadline for Madarame has passed, since we've already beaten the palace, all we have to do is wait for the confession. And once the confession happens, then we'll be able to go lower into Mementos and probably get some more Mementos missions. And at the exact same time, we'll meet up with Mishima to try to complete them, because by the end of this part, and at the beginning of part 37, we are more than likely, or should I say the midway point of part 37, we are more than likely going to have Temperance. And once we do, since we already beaten the game and gotten that Confidant rank completed, twice I might add, we are now going to... Oh, and by the way, I was checking to see if Maruki is around, because after all, we only got a deadline before he does not show up ever again until 9/20. And I think that deadline's somewhere in June, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think it's somewhere in July. So, yeah. He'll take like a 3-month vacation and won't turn up until midway in September. Oh wait, no, it's not a 3-month, it's a 1 month, because he leaves in August. So, with that said, once we get Operation Maidwatch going, Mishima will be more than maxed out, if not anyone else, despite the fact that we visited Mementos. So, for this Confidant rank, An is trying to figure out a way to improve her persona upon the defeat of Kamoshida. So basically, folks, the Confidant ranks are more along the lines of the aftermath. Well, for the main characters anyway, it's more along the lines of the aftermath of dealing with certain situations. Like, for instance, Ryuji's aftermath after Kamoshida went there and disbanded the track team, and Kamoshida eventually confessed and got fired. And what's happening here is An is trying to actually graduate past her trauma with Kamoshida. Oh, by the way, the option to continue the Confidant rank is, can we stop yet? I mean, you don't have to do that now, but it is the 5th option. This one right here. I mean, I love you also works too, but can we stop now works just as well. So, with that said, we have to convince her that hurling insults at her is not gonna work. This is something personal that she will have to get over. And in this confidant rank, you'll also find out that on trying to get over Kamoshida and more than likely Shiho's recovery is probably less of her worries. Cause here's the thing. Someone in her modeling agency is sabotaging the models by all of a sudden having a change in their schedule. In fact, you gotta ask, has this happened to you in order for you to actually get further on the confidant rank? You'll find out the culprit who's trying to screw over on later on. And the thing is, she's keeping up her modeling career not just out of respect for her parents for taking care of her, but more along the lines of it's more of a dream job and they trust her with the responsibility. And Joker wish he had that freedom of being trusted. By the way, that's the option right there. Because of the fact that, well, he's on parole and unfortunately for him, everyone in society hates him and he's got to make society respect him. They will by the end of the game, but he's got to make society respect him. Well, all that effort of making society respect us is going to go straight down the shitter come Persona 5 Strikers. So a big warning right there. Now, am I going to do this game, do Strikers immediately after that game? Maybe later next year? Because there are things that I want to do.
Alright.
And one of those things would definitely be Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires. So yeah, that's something I want to do. And I have already gotten started on working on at the time of this recording. So yeah. Anyway, now that we're at rank 3, On now has a follow-up attack, which, by the way, does not matter in the grand scheme of things, cause I think one of your... No, I was about to say one of the skills to carry over was the follow-up attack, but it's not. I think everybody else's skills for follow-up attacks do not follow over. But it still doesn't matter, because Ryuji will get a follow-up attack for anybody else, and his is pretty good. So, just choose could be, and that will pretty much increase the confidant rank even further. So at least we'll have a surefire way of getting to rank 4. And that's freaking swell. So that means we only got 6 more ranks with, oh actually 7 more ranks with On, so that we can max out On. I've already romanced her, so that's already off the table. And I also romanced Kawakami, because that's off the table too. So now then, since things have happened, we can now open up Temperance. And in order for that to happen, we'll have to go right away. Instead of deciding later, we have to go right away. We have to do this now. 5:26 is when it's open, and you have until like the end of the game in order for you to actually do that. That's the deadline. But you have to go through some trouble just so that you'll be able to get this confidant rank in the first place. But this is a hilarious cutscene, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And Mishima's already planning on chickening out, despite going all in on Operation Maidwatch. These fools don't realize what's about to happen to them. So on that note, if you want to increase Chariot, just call Ryuji a genius. So Mishima Mishima just insulted Ryuji without him even knowing. Wow. So we're going to have to just choose whatever. It doesn't matter. You're still going to end up calling the maid service. And when you do, they're going to ask for a preference. Doesn't matter what you choose in this. Because it's freaking hilarious in the long run. And that's all there is to it. So, you only have two options. It doesn't matter because a certain maid is going to come in regardless. Either send anyone or no preference, it doesn't matter. So, that maid is going to be coming lickety-split. And there's a reason this maid is doing what she's doing. Oh, we'll get to that in just a moment. In fact, in a little bit. But for right now, it's not just Mishima that's having second thoughts. No. From the sound of it, Ryuji's having second thoughts too. And this is his idea. Get used to this wackiness, folks. Because if you actually hang out with Ryuji and Mishima later on, they'll get into some more antics, which unfortunately ends with failure. Let's put it to you like that. We'll come across that bridge when we get there. But for right now, Mishima and Ryuji are getting cold feet. Then again, they wouldn't even know what to do with a real maid. Oh my goodness. And here's the thing. The maid service that they're ordering is not some maid service from a cafe that's like a themed cafe. No, this is a maid service from the red light district. So, yeah. Bear that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. It's basically a fetish for maids, but with a sprinkling of prostitution. So, on that note, the maid is here, and holy shit, Becky's 5 minutes early. They got cold feet. They're abandoning ship. I'm sorry. What kind of commentary is this? My ass off. Oh, I needed this laugh. Oh man, my stomach hurts. They just up and abandon Akira. He stands alone. It's up to him to actually do this. Aw. This is hilarious. Becky's trying to be cutesy. In case you're wondering, yeah, that's Miss Kawakami. She is a teacher. No, she's the school teacher, and I'm pretty sure you inadvertently found out her second job. All because of Ryuji trying to, do a boys not out that goes wrong. Now then, you're trying to play this off. You truly are trying to play this off. And time for the canon answer, ladies and gentlemen. The canon answer everyone probably chose by now because of the anime. I'm a dad. I'm sorry. The English dub actually said that, and it's the most hilarious thing. I know, I can't help but laugh. I gotta give props to like the English rendition, well, not the anime rendition of not only Persona 5 up until the Sun, that is, because it did take a hit in quality. And oh my god. Ryuji, you fucking idiot. I was gonna say something, but then these two idiots, they would have revealed their position. And to Joker's horror, he finds out. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is Miss Kawakami. She, straightened out her messy hair and put it into pigtails. And, actually put on some blush and some makeup. And for the longest time, I thought she had a beauty mark underneath her lip. That's actually the shadowing of her, character, portrait. I swore that was a beauty mark. I really did. So, on that note, Kawakami is pretty much scared that she's been blackmailed. Primarily by Miss Chono. As it turns out, thanks to the whole Kamoshida thing, Miss Chono is acting like the alpha woman and is trying to be the paragon of virtue, cracking down on scandalous teachers. And unfortunately, Miss Kawakami happened to be the target of her obsession of trying to make the school, virtuous. Well, she's not wrong, but at the exact same time, she was one of the people who kept quiet about Kamoshida, and now all of a sudden she's being a moral high guardian. What can you say? Anyway, you're now in an agreement. Don't tell Miss Chono about anything. And she won't tell the school that you tried to hire a sex worker, since there's already terrible rumors about you as it is, thanks to Kamoshida and Mishima also. Yeah, let's not forget, he's the one who spread those rumors too. Still, the fact that Ryuji and Mishima bailed, I think in the anime they noticed that the woman who came in is Kawakami, and they got freaked out because they recognized the voice from a mile away, and then they jumped off of the balcony and ran. So yeah, they ditched me really badly with Kawakami. But don't worry, Akira gets his revenge later on. 2 words. Julian and Angela. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to know. So, with that said... Actually, no, 3 words. Julian and Angela. Why'd I say 2?
Hello.
So... Yusuke's unsure that Madarame will change his heart, but that unsureness will always happen every time we've already beaten the palace before the deadline. So you start seeing panic regardless of whether or not you beat the palace before the deadline. But if you haven't beaten the palace by the deadline, oh god, everybody freaking panics. Everybody freaking panics because that's you going to jail. And that's all there is to it. Or bad things will happen to them as well. So, on that note, we now have rank 7 available. And rank 7 is available on a Friday and Wednesday from here on in. I don't know why they did that. And I think I've already repeated that last part, but I don't know why they did that. That's a stupid thing for them to do. But from now on, when Ryuji talks to you about trying to get some insider detail on Yamauchi, he's only available in Royal on Friday and Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
So, in order for to get Temperance, now we could go straight to... Oh wait, we could actually do Tai also, but we could also go to Kawakami and talk to where is she? She should be... Oh wait, no, what are you doing past me? Oh my god, we're going to Maruki, aren't we? I was saying, at this point in time from here on in, you could talk to Miss Kawakami and help her out with Miss Chono. So, on that note, we could talk to Maruki since he's here, and we'll probably raise him to rank 5. It's best we do this now, because scrambling from rank 4 all the way to rank 9 by the 18th, especially when Maruki doesn't show up in a couple of days, is definitely harrowing at best. The less time we spend on... Well, the less... How should we put this? The less confidant ranks we have left after September the 20th, the better. And the less time we spend on him, the better. Because again, we're going to have to also make do with trying to raise other confidants. Particularly one that will be showing up on part 38 if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I do have a bit of a hiccups because I was laughing too hard at Ryuji and Mishima's failure and how they just ditched you. So, yeah, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Well, sorry about that. I was getting a bit of a stomachache, and I couldn't sit up for more than about a few minutes, and I finally am back. I've never laughed so hard in my life, but trust me, there are funnier moments in this game. Now then, I do believe the first answer of this confidant rank is the first option. And I will show you the answers as I go along. And basically, Maruki is still trying to continue his research. Yeah, the first option to the first question is going to raise the confidant rank more. And thankfully I have a counselor persona, and this time it was Yadagaratsu. I fused that, by the way, off screen, in case you're wondering. And this will make things a lot easier. Now that I stop and think about it, Fafnir's also a counselor persona, and I did fuse it, but for some reason it's not in the compendium. I gotta check. I may have to wait till I'm at a higher level and start... Actually, no, I don't have to wait till I'm at a higher level. I just gotta grind up enough money so I can fuse higher level persona. Because I do now have the ability to do that since I maxed out strength. And I mean I need a lot of money. So just get the first answer to the second question, so that'll move things further. And basically, wait, there was like a second question, no, like the very first question before I had to step off because that particular one didn't matter, but the last two did. So with that, this should rank us up to rank 3, because we were in an automatic rank 1 and 2 when we first started this Confidant rank. And 10's automatic 2 once we get to rank 9 by the 18th. Or should I say by the 17th. It doesn't matter which, so long as we get to rank 9 with Maruki. And once he's out of the picture, we won't have to worry about him at all until the end of the game. Well, we don't have to like basically do a Confidant rank with him. We won't have to worry about him at all until the end of the game. More on that later. But for right now, I mean, everybody has seen the final palace of the game and knows he's a part of it by now, because there's many people who's already done Royal. Still. The difference is I actually have like Confidant rank cards and my opinions. That's it. And how I handle the game. Because everybody else just starts from the beginning, not I. Because again, you'd have to do 2 playthroughs to get everything. I'm dead serious. Oh wait, no. The rank 3 was, the first answer was the first option was for the first answer. First option for the second answer. Let's see, third one doesn't matter. Fourth one is the last. No, fourth one is the last option, yes. Yeah, that's rank 3. I'm remembering now. So there's like 4 of them instead of 3. I thought it was 2. There's only 4. So we're good. We got everything we need. And yes, this is my playthrough. I'm not going to beat around the bush and say that it's not. It is. Because I did take a good bit of time to grind 2 games for this. Oh, right. And I will be end up missing a lot of money by the midway point, but I'm going to end up getting it back. And the reason I'm going to miss a lot of money is because of the fact that I'm also going to show off, I think, in a couple of parts later. Doesn't matter which one you choose. Actually, no, it does. The first one, yes. But as I was saying, I'm going to show off all the medicine that I've unlocked so far from Takemi's clinic. And, oh great. Now flow is even more RNG because now you get free charge and free concentrate at the start of the battle. Not like that's going to help. And even then, you also have Persona with a trait anyway that will give you flow. Oh, that will give you the same effects of flow, just without flow. And it's not random. And it happens every time. So, flow is useless. Oh. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I will end up blowing through a lot of money, showing off Takemi's medicine and probably buying some more, because none of Takemi's medicine is available in any store, or you can't get it in Mementos, and you damn sure can't get it from him. He will give you rare stuff though, but that stuff you can actually find in Mementos. Actually, no. Some of it you can, some of it you can't. And, due to that, he's done some mental training which upped my SP, which, by the way, honestly don't need to be upgraded, but it will eventually. And I'll have more than enough SP to pretty much do what I need to do. And I ended up getting a brand new item for that, which I'll probably use near the end of the third palace. So, we basically finished our talk with Maruki. We only got 2 more ranks with him, and then we won't have to deal with him until September 20th. And that, right there, is a sigh of release. So, just pick the first option, and we're more than guaranteed the 4th rank as soon as it appears. Because after all, this man is choosy and moody on which days he will appear, which makes him having a 1-month vacation all the more aggravating. Then again, Sojiro also has a 2-month vacation anyway. I mean, he's still there, but also has a 2-month vacation. At least in Sojiro's case. The reason that is because of the fact that we haven't unlocked Futaba's dungeon yet. In the case of Maruki, him having a 2-month vacation doesn't make any sense either, because you could still try to complete Kawakami, and you were basically out of school at the time. Oh, by the way, this is where we have to meet up Ryuji for his rank 7. Again, it's only Fridays and Wednesday nights. So, since we've got this here, we could go to Tsukushima. And I think it'll be a hangout spot for your confidant ranks. And I think only a few people go there anyway. So, since this has gone on pretty long, almost 40 minutes, I try not to make 40-minute parts, but sometimes I can't help it. It is an RPG. I will see you all in the next episode of Persona 5 Royal, where we start Ryuji's 7th rank, and we will continue towards the countdown to Madarame spilling his guts and confessing his plagiarism. This is RVMan985. Peace out and take care.